Blackheads are open comedones, which means a pore becomes congested with a mixture of sebum, skin oil, and dead skin cells, and the dark color is usually oxidation of the material at the surface when it contacts air rather than dirt. So preventing blackheads is not about scrubbing harder or trying to dry your skin out, but about keeping the follicle lining shedding normally, keeping sebum flowing outward instead of thickening and stagnating inside pores, removing daily buildup thoroughly without damaging the skin barrier, and minimizing chronic irritation, friction, and occlusion that trigger inflammation and rebound oiliness. Prevention works best when the routine is calm, consistent, and repeatable every day long enough for follicular turnover to change, and when you avoid the common trap of over-treating for a few days, irritating your skin, stopping everything, then repeating the same cycle. The skin barrier is the control center for prevention because a damaged barrier makes pores more reactive and makes every active ingredient sting. Harsh soaps, very hot water, aggressive foaming cleansers that leave the skin squeaky clean, alcohol-heavy toners, frequent abrasive scrubs, rough washcloth friction, and cleansing brushes remove protective lipids, increase transepidermal water loss, and create microscopic inflammation. Irritated skin often responds by producing more sebum and by altering keratinization, how skin cells shed, which increases the tendency for dead cells to clump inside follicles and form plugs, so cleansing should be effective but non-stripping. Use lukewarm water. Cleanse with fingertips, not harsh tools. Massage gently for about 20-30 seconds. Rinse thoroughly and pat dry. The goal is clean and comfortable, not tight and stripped. Morning cleansing depends on your oiliness and sensitivity. If you wake up shiny, feel greasy by midday, sweat at night, live in a humid climate, or use heavier nighttime products, a gentle morning cleanse can remove the overnight sebum film that traps dead cells and can make sunscreen apply more evenly. If you are dry or easily irritated and feel tight after washing, a water rinse or an ultra-mild cleanser in the morning may be better to avoid starting the day with barrier stress. Night cleansing is essential because sunscreen, makeup, airborne particles, and layered products accumulate and mix with sebum. Repeated incomplete removal is a common reason blackheads persist, even with good skincare. If you wear long-wear sunscreen or makeup, or if your face still feels slick after cleansing, use a gentle double cleanse at night. First, use a mild oil cleanser, or micellar product, to dissolve sunscreen and makeup. Massage lightly, no harsh rubbing. Then follow with a gentle water-based cleanser to remove residue. Done gently, this is often less irritating and more effective than scrubbing with one harsh cleanser. After cleansing, prevention depends on consistently changing what happens inside the pore, and the two most evidence-based over-the-counter categories for blackhead prevention are salicylic acid, BHA, and topical retinoids, used gradually, consistently, and supported by moisturizer and sunscreen, so your barrier stays calm enough for long-term use. Salicylic acid is oil-soluble, which helps it penetrate into the pore lining to loosen the bonds between dead cells that form sticky plugs, reduce the glue that holds debris together, and calm low-grade inflammation. It can also reduce oily shine for many people. A leave-on salicylic acid product in the range of about 0.5% to 2% is typically sufficient. What matters is correct frequency and tolerance rather than maximum strength. Start conservatively, 2 to 3 mornings per week for 2 weeks. Apply a thin layer to blackhead-prone areas, often nose, chin, forehead, sometimes cheeks, hairline, jaw, depending on your pattern. Then moisturize. If your skin stays calm, increase to every other morning, and only move toward daily use if you do not develop persistent stinging, prolonged tightness, or raw peeling. If you get dryness or stinging, the correct adjustment is to reduce frequency and increase moisturization, not to add more exfoliation or scrub harder. because irritation makes follicles more reactive and can worsen congestion. You are aiming for steady, comfortable use that you can maintain for months. If you cannot tolerate salicylic acid, azelaic acid is a common alternative that can help normalize keratinization and calm redness, and it may be particularly useful for sensitive or redness-prone skin. It may not feel as immediately pore-clearing as BHA for some people, but it can still support comedonal control when used consistently and gently. The second cornerstone is a nighttime retinoid, because retinoids normalize keratinization inside the follicle and reduce microcomedones, the earliest invisible blockages that later become blackheads, which makes them one of the most reliable tools for preventing recurrence. They also improve overall texture over time and can refine the appearance of pores by reducing congestion and supporting healthier epidermal turnover. Where available, adapalene 0.1% is well studied for acne. Retinol or retinol can also help, but potency varies by formulation, so technique and consistency matter more than the label. Apply at night to completely dry skin. Damp skin increases irritation. Use only a pea-sized amount for the entire face. Prevention is field treatment, not spot treatment. Avoid the corners of the nose and mouth if you are prone to irritation. And follow with moisturizer. Introduce slowly to protect the barrier. 2 nights per week for 2 weeks, then every other night for 2 weeks, then increase toward nightly only if your barrier remains calm. If you are sensitive, buffer with the sandwich method by applying moisturizer first, then retinoid, then moisturizer again. Mild dryness or light flaking can occur during the first few weeks, but intense burning, swelling, cracking, or a persistent rash means irritation, not a required phase. In that case, pause actives for several days, focus on gentle cleansing and barrier repair, then restart at a lower frequency. Many people fail with retinoids not because retinoids don't work, but because they start too aggressively, become irritated, stop entirely, then restart aggressively again. Prevention is built on patience and steady escalation. One of the biggest reasons blackhead prevention fails is stacking too many actives at once. Salicylic acid plus glycolic acid, plus exfoliating pads plus scrubs, plus strong vitamin C plus frequent masks. Because even if each ingredient sounds helpful, the combination inflames the skin, disrupts the barrier, and paradoxically makes pores clog more. Most people do best with one pore-clearing active, like BHA, and one long-term comedone preventer, a retinoid, supported by moisturizer and sunscreen, with everything else added only after stability is proven and only one change at a time. Moisturizer is essential even for oily skin because barrier stability determines tolerance and consistency. A calm barrier often produces less reactive oil over time and reduces inflammation that contributes to congestion. Choose a moisturizer that matches your skin's feel. Oily and combination skin usually prefer lightweight gel cream or lotion textures. Dry skin may need a richer cream. In both cases, prioritize non-comedogenic, fragrance-free or very low fragrance formulas with barrier-supporting ingredients such as glycerin, hyaluronic acid, panthenol, ceramides, and possibly niacinamide if you tolerate it. The goal is not to eliminate oil. Sebum is protective and normal, but to keep oil and dead cells from becoming trapped and oxidized inside pores. Daily sunscreen is another non-negotiable step, especially if you use BHA or a retinoid, because ultraviolet exposure increases inflammation, slows barrier repair, and worsens uneven tone and texture. Sunscreen also reduces irritation from actives and supports long-term smoothness. Choose a broad-spectrum SPF 30 or higher that you can wear daily. If a sunscreen seems to contribute to congestion, do not abandon sunscreen. Switch the vehicle, because texture matters. Lightweight fluids, gels, and non-comedogenic oil-free formulas often work better for acne-prone skin, and thorough removal at night matters more than whether a sunscreen is mineral or chemical. A simple daily routine that prevents blackheads without unnecessary complexity looks like this. Morning, cleanse gently if needed. Apply salicylic acid on scheduled mornings to blackhead-prone areas. Moisturize, then apply sunscreen. Night, cleanse thoroughly. Double cleanse if you wore heavy sunscreen or makeup. Apply retinoid on scheduled nights to dry skin, then moisturize. Keep BHA and retinoids separated by time of day at first to reduce irritation. If your skin becomes dry, take 1 or 2 rest days per week where you cleanse and moisturize only, because the goal is long-term consistency rather than maximum intensity. A practical ramp-up schedule that balances effectiveness with tolerance is: Weeks 1, 2, salicylic acid, 2 to 3 mornings per week, and retinoid, 2 nights per week. Weeks 3, 4, increase salicylic acid to every other morning, and retinoid to every other night if comfortable. Weeks 5, 12, aim for salicylic acid most mornings and retinoid most nights, leaving 1 to 2 rest nights weekly. If you notice dryness, expect gradual change. Blackheads form and resolve over cycles of follicular turnover, so early improvement often appears in 4 to 8 weeks, and more noticeable improvement often appears by 12 weeks. Switching products every week prevents you from seeing real results and usually increases irritation. It also helps to set realistic expectations about dots on the nose. Many people have sebaceous filaments, which are normal structures that guide sebum to the surface and can appear as small, gray, or tan dots. They can be minimized with the same routine, but they may not disappear completely because they are part of normal anatomy. So aim for smoother texture, fewer true plugs, and less visible congestion rather than expecting perfectly invisible pores. Beyond the routine basics, prevention improves when you remove hidden triggers that repeatedly feed congestion. Hair products are a major cause of hairline and temple blackheads. Heavy pomades, waxes, oily leave-in conditioners, and fragrance sprays can migrate onto facial skin, mix with sebum, and contribute to plugs. Keep styling products off the forehead and temples. Wash the hairline after styling if needed. And consider switching to lighter formulations if congestion clusters along the hairline. Friction and occlusion are another common driver. Acne mechanica, tight masks, helmet straps, chin guards, frequent face touching, or resting the chin on a hand can inflame follicles and trap sweat and oil. Reduce friction where possible. Keep masks clean and breathable. And apply a thin layer of moisturizer before mask wear to reduce rubbing. Avoid thick, occlusive ointments under friction zones unless the skin is truly chapped, because occlusion can trap heat, sweat, and oil and worsen comedones. Sweat management matters. Sweat itself is not dirty, but when mixed with oil and friction and left on the skin for long periods, it can contribute to congestion. Rinse or cleanse gently after exercise when practical, and change out of sweaty clothing, especially if you are prone to body congestion on the chest and back. Small hygiene habits can make a real difference because they reduce repeated redeposition of oils and residue onto the same zones. Clean your phone screen daily, change pillowcases at least weekly. More often, if you are oily, wash makeup brushes and sponges regularly, and avoid pressing your face against unwashed surfaces. Makeup and sunscreen are compatible with blackhead prevention if removal is thorough. The most common issue is incomplete removal, not the mere use of makeup. If you wear heavier products, prioritize a gentle double cleanse at night rather than trying to compensate with more exfoliation. Be cautious with pore strips, scrubs, and extraction. Pore strips can remove superficial plugs temporarily, but do not prevent recurrence and can irritate the pore opening. Abrasive scrubs create micro-irritation and inflammation that can worsen comedones. Frequent squeezing and